Hello. Yes. Earlier I explained how students can practice. Practicing, you can practice with someone so that you can't get bored. Another way of practicing, you practice what I say is what you do. For example, you have got a laptop aside. Whatever I'm doing, you practice with Microsoft Word 2021, Microsoft Word 2000, and other versions. They look a bit alike. Now, we are proceeding with reviewing documents, that is, refining document content, using the thesaurus. How to find and replace text, correcting spelling and grammar, using word count, working with document properties, adding a hyperlink. Let's proceed.
The accuracy and clarity of your document's content is just as important as the document's appearance. In this chapter, you will learn how to refine your document's content using a variety of tools. You will use the thesaurus to find word synonyms as well as learn how to find and replace text and formats in a document. You will also check the spelling and grammar in a document and view a document's word count, work with the document's properties, and add a hyperlink. As you enter text and modify the content of your document, you may need to verify information or to support the ideas expressed within the document. The Research Task Pane is a convenient solution for locating reference materials. The Research Task Pane is one of several proofing tools offered by Word. These tools are located on the Review tab. Let's take a look. The Proofing Group offers several tools for refining document content. Take a moment to learn more about each item. The thesaurus lists words that are similar in meaning to a selected word. The Synonyms command offers another menu of options specific to the thesaurus. Let's take a look. Here you see words that are similar in meaning to the word beautiful. If you want to use one of these words to replace the word in the document, just click it. The Thesaurus option displays the thesaurus in the task pane and offers more details. Open the thesaurus now. Notice that just the thesaurus information is displayed in the task pane. Additional synonyms are now listed. You can replace the word in the document with the synonym in the task pane by using the menu associated with the synonym. Let's replace beautiful with picturesque. Good. The document now contains the word picturesque instead of beautiful. Let's close the thesaurus pane and learn about finding and replacing text in a document. Often, you may want to locate specific words in your document and even replace them with other words. For example, this document describes safaris, which suggests excitement. So let's replace the word trips with the word adventures. Word can search for and replace any word or character in your document. It can also locate and replace specific formats, such as bold and italic. Start by moving the insertion point to the beginning of the document, and then display the Home tab. The Find tools are located in the Editing group. The Find tool looks for characters, words, or formats in your document. The Replace tool changes the text or formats with your new selection. The Select tool lets you select specific parts of the document. Let's use the Replace tool. The Find and Replace dialog box contains 3 tabs. The Replace tab is currently displayed. The More button in the dialog box leads to additional options you can use to narrow or widen your search. Now, take a moment to explore the Replace tab. You are going to replace the word trips with the word adventures throughout the document. The first step is to enter the search criteria. If you wanted to replace only specific instances of the word trips, you could use the Find Next and Replace buttons. Let's replace all instances at once by using the Replace All button. Good. Word is displaying a message telling you that trips has been replaced with adventures in 5 places. Now remove the message and close the dialog box. In addition to replacing text, you can use the Replace tab to replace formats. Let's change all bold formatting to bold italics. However, the first 2 lines of text should not be changed. To do this, you will instruct Word to replace the formats below the insertion point. So begin by moving the insertion point down 2 lines. Then, open the Replace tab in the Find and Replace dialog box. To find formats regardless of the text, you need to clear the text entry from the Find What box. Next, you use the Format button to specify a search for bold formats. Good. Notice that the message below the Find What text box now indicates that Word will search for bold font formats. The procedures for selecting the replacement format are the same. For your convenience, the Replace With text will be deleted and the bold italic format will be selected. To instruct Word to find and replace the formats only below the insertion point, you need to change the search option from All to Down. Do this now, and then replace all bold formats. Word has replaced 4 instances of the formats and asks if you want to continue searching and replacing from the beginning of the document. In this case, you don't want to replace any more formats. So select No and then close the dialog box. Great! As you can see in the document, the phrases that were formerly in bold now appear in bold italics. Next, you're going to learn how to check the spelling and grammar in your document. To help illustrate the spelling and grammar feature, several errors will be added to the document. You may often see red, green, and blue wavy lines under some of the text in your document. Word checks for spelling and grammatical errors as you type. Red wavy lines indicate a word that isn't recognized or is possibly misspelled. Green wavy lines indicate a possible grammatical error, and blue indicates that the word is spelled correctly but does not seem to be the correct word for the sentence. The spelling and grammar icon in the status bar also indicates whether your document contains errors. An X on the icon means that errors are present. A check indicates that Word has not found any spelling or grammar errors. Right-clicking a word or phrase with a wavy underline displays a shortcut menu that includes correction suggestions and other options. Let's see what Word suggests for the first error. Although not every suggestion Word makes is suitable, in this case, the suggestions make sense. Notice that you have the option to ignore the suggestions, which removes the blue wavy line. Let's choose the second suggestion. Word checks the spelling in a document by comparing each word to the words contained in the default word dictionary. If a word in the document doesn't appear in this dictionary, it is marked as a misspelling. The name James has a red wavy underline, telling you that it isn't in Word's dictionary. In this case, it is not a misspelling, so you don't need to change it. To prevent Word from marking this word as a misspelling in the future, you can add it to the Word's dictionary. If your document has a lot of wavy underlines, you can check errors all at once using the Spelling and Grammar dialog box. This dialog box is accessible from the Proofing group on the Review tab. Let's check the document now. The Spelling and Grammar dialog box checks each underlined word in your document. The misspelling appears in red, and any suggestions Word can offer appear in the suggestions list. Any words not in the dictionary you are using for your spell check will also be flagged as misspellings. Word has reported that photographers is misspelled. Let's accept the first suggestion. Word has completed. Notice that the Spelling and Grammar icon in the status bar now contains a check mark, indicating that there are no errors in the document. If you are creating documents with limited space, such as for a printed newsletter, you may need to know precisely how many words or characters appear in your document. The word count feature summarizes these and other statistics about your document. The word count tool is located in the Proofing group. However, if the word count indicator is displayed in the status bar, you can click the indicator to activate it. Let's see the word count summary for this document. The word count dialog box reports numbers for the following: pages, words, characters, paragraphs, and lines. You also have the option to include footnotes in the count. Next, you're going to work with another feature for tracking information about your document. So close the dialog box. As you create more documents, it becomes important to be able to locate these documents quickly and easily. Both Windows 10 and Office 2019 enable you to search for documents based on specific properties of the document, such as the name of the author who created it. The Properties feature enables you to view and modify the properties of a document. In addition to making searches easier, Properties can convey important information to others reading the document. You can view the properties of the current document using the File tab. Let's take a look. The document properties are displayed in the right panel of the Info window. It is important to verify that the document properties are correct before distributing it to others. Word enters several default values into the author and title text boxes. You can modify these values as well as add information to other text boxes. Let's change the title. These properties will be helpful when searching through large numbers of documents. For example, when searching, you can instruct Windows to display documents with the subject Photo Safari. You can view and modify more properties using the Properties dialog box. which is accessible from the Document Properties button. The General tab lists information about the document, such as when it was last modified. You cannot edit this information. Now open the Summary tab. The Summary tab contains several of the text boxes from the Document Information panel. You can modify any of these text boxes using this tab. Let's add some keywords, which can be used when searching for this and other documents. Good. Adding keywords to a document's metadata database helps you locate a document when you perform a search. You've finished working with this document's properties, so return to the document. You can quickly return to the document by clicking the Back button in the Info window. The content in your document may often be related to content in other documents or sources. It can be helpful for the reader to be able to access this additional information directly from your document. Word enables you to insert hyperlinks that jump to other locations, such as another Word document, a web page on the Internet, or even an email message window. Hyperlinks are most effective in documents that will be read online. The Great Escapes Employee Handbook will be primarily viewed online by employees. For your convenience, this document will be opened. A hyperlink, or link, consists of two basic parts. First, the link must be represented by an element on the document, such as text or a picture. Second, the link must have a destination associated with it. The destination is the name of the file the link opens. Clicking the text or picture hyperlink opens the destination file. Let's add a link that will jump to the Employee Facts document, which is stored in the Employees folder in the local computer. The link will be represented by two underlined words within a short paragraph. For your convenience, the paragraph will be entered. The next step is to select the words that will represent the link. Let's use the text Employee Facts. Now you need to specify the destination of the link using the Insert Hyperlink dialog box. You can open this dialog box using the Hyperlink button on the Insert tab or the Paragraphs shortcut menu. Let's use the Hyperlink button. The Link To bar on the left side of the dialog box contains 4 buttons, which offer different ways to link to a file. The first button, which is currently selected, is used to link to an existing file on your computer or to a web page on the Internet. The center section of the dialog box displays options related to the currently selected Link To button. Right now, the center section offers 4 ways to locate existing files and web pages. Current Folder displays the list of files located in the folder displayed in the Look In text box. Browsed Pages displays the list of web pages you have accessed recently. Recent Files displays the list of other files you have accessed recently. Address enables you to type the name of a local file or the URL of a web page. The remaining 3 buttons on the Link To bar offer other destination options. Take a moment to learn about each option. Now, let's select the destination file. The employee fax document was created earlier using the file name fax. Good. The employee fax text is now underlined and appears in a different color. These features are properties of the hyperlink style. You can change these and other properties by modifying the hyperlink style. Let's test the link to make sure it works. To do this, you hold down the Control key and then click the link. Word has opened the employee fax file and is now displaying it in a separate document window. Notice that the questions appear as links. Clicking one of these links jumps to another location in the document, which displays the answer to the question. Now, let's close this document and return to the Employee Handbook. Once you create a hyperlink, you can modify it in various ways. For example, you can change the destination file, change the hyperlink text, or even remove the hyperlink. The Edit Hyperlink dialog box enables you to make changes to an existing hyperlink. When the insertion point is located anywhere in the hyperlink text, you can access this dialog box using the shortcut menu or the hyperlink button. Let's use the shortcut menu. The center section of the shortcut menu offers 5 options for working with the hyperlink. This dialog box is similar to the Insert Hyperlink dialog box. For example, you can select a new destination of the hyperlink using the Address text box. You can also select a different type of destination using a button on the Links bar. The Text to Display text box enables you to change the text that represents the hyperlink. To add a screen tip to the hyperlink, you click the Screen Tip button and type the text for the tip. In this example, you won't change the hyperlink. Keep in mind that you can redisplay this dialog box anytime using the Hyperlinks shortcut menu. Now, close the dialog box. In this chapter, you refined document content using the Research task pane and the Thesaurus. You use the Find and Replace tools to replace both text and formats in a document. You also corrected spelling and grammar errors using the Spelling and Grammar tool. You accessed the word count for a document and worked with a document's properties. Finally, you added a hyperlink to a document.